Winter is upon us, people. It is here, so just lean in and embrace it. So I'm really excited to share with you today how to make Boeuf Bourguignon, which is really just a French version of beef stew. So let's get started. So I need to dice my bacon, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and prep my other vegetables. I'm going to slice, not dice, my onions, and I'm going to cut my carrots up. So the last thing I need to prep is the garlic. And it calls for 2 cloves, but 4 cloves for my version. Okay, we are ready. So I'm gonna start with the bacon in the pan with some oil. So I have my beef out here and I patted it dry and I'm ready to just salt and pepper it before I sear it. Okay, so the bacon's ready. I'm just gonna take that out and I wanna leave all the grease and fat in there. And I'm gonna start searing my meat. I'm gonna do it in batches. All right, this is all done now and we're just going to put this aside for a minute. Now we're gonna add our vegetables. I've got my carrots and onions in there and I'm gonna add a teaspoon of salt and pepper. Be generous with pepper and salt. You need seasoning. We're gonna let this cook down for a little bit and then I'm gonna add the garlic. All right, time for the fireworks. I'm going to put a half a cup of cognac into my stew and I'm going to light it on fire. It burns off the alcohol and it just gets that rich smoky flavor that you're just gonna love in it. Ready? Woo! Lord, be careful. That cognac burns off and the smell, it already just adds so much depth, smokiness. Now we're ready to add everything back in. The bacon is gonna go back in and the beef cubes are gonna go back in. Okay, we wanna mix this really well. So the last couple things we need to add is our tomato paste, 2 tablespoons. And like I said, full bottle of red wine. And I like Côte du Rhône. It's delicious, it's medium bodied. And I'm also going to add beef broth until it covers the top of the ingredients. I want it all submersed. Oh, and we can't forget the thyme. I'm just gonna throw in a bunch. All right, we brought it up to a simmer. I'm going to cover it and we're gonna put it in the oven. Okay, the beef bourguignon has been in the oven for about 1 hour and 15 minutes. I'm gonna take it out and saute some mushrooms, put the pearled onions in there, and add a mix of butter and flour so it can thicken up. And we're gonna saute that on the stove tops. So you wanna get this up to a nice simmer. That beef is just falling apart now. Okay, I'm gonna get it off the stove. It's been simmering for about 15 minutes. And I'm gonna plate it with some crusty garlic bread. Yum, look at that beautiful dish. And then I want to get some of my parsley in there. This, you have to try it. It's so good. Get the full recipe on my website. You won't regret it. And elevate your beef stew game. Enjoy, and I hope to talk to you soon.